Growing up in a community with access to snow and ski hills and in a family that was active in sports is a good combination for the development of a champion skier. And such was the case with David Walker, a future Olympian who first took to the slopes at the age of 5 and developed his skiing talents on the hills around Thunder Bay through the 70s. By the 80s, he was gaining notoriety as a standout on the slopes, participating in freestyle events as a member of the Lake Superior Ski Division. Competing in all 3 disciplines of the relatively new sport, he could be found soaring through the air in the aerials competition, bouncing off moguls and exhibiting his great strength in freestyle ballet. His talent soon led him to the Ontario team and back-to-back overall titles at the Canadian Junior Nationals in '82 and '83. Named to the Canadian freestyle ski team in 1984, he began to focus his attention on the discipline of freestyle ballet, going on to become one of the best acro skiers ever produced in Canada. A 4-time national freestyle ski ballet champion, he spent 8 seasons as a national team member where he represented his country with distinction at events all around the world. Competing in the first ever FIS Freestyle World Championships in 1986, he put in an impressive 5th place showing. And by the time the next Worlds rolled around in 1989, his 3rd place finish got him onto the world podium, an accomplishment he repeated 2 years later at the 1991 World Championships, winning another world bronze medal for Canada. Throughout his career, the podium was a common spot for this exceptional athlete. In his over 80 World Cup competition starts, he made it to the podium a total of 17 times and earned over 60 top 10 finishes. In overall World Cup standings, he placed 6 or higher for the majority of his career and finished 3rd overall for 86-87 and 90-91 World Cup series. Known as a skier with great strength who possessed the ability and willingness to perform the big moves, he consistently impressed the judges with his action-packed routines. And it wasn't uncommon for him to attempt 3 different double-twisting pole flips when his competitors would only include 1. When Canada welcomed the world to Calgary in 1988, freestyle skiing made its first Olympic appearance as a demonstration sport. Not surprisingly, David's talents earned him a spot on the Canadian Olympic squad. Considered a serious contender for a medal in freestyle ski ballet, his chances were dashed by a devastating fall in the slushy snow conditions, which saw him out of medal contention. Returning to the Olympics in 1992 in Albertville, he put in a 12th place performance. Showing determination and ability right up to the end of his career, in his final World Cup meet in Austria in March of 1992, he earned a bronze, finishing just a half point behind the 2nd place standing. Throughout and following his career, this role model would always take the time to pass on his knowledge to others, serving as a coach at Mount Hood in Oregon, at training camps at Big Thunder, and at the Edmonton Ski Club, where he mentored future Olympian Jen Heil. Well respected for his knowledge of the sport and leadership skills, this exceptional athlete also gave back to his sport as a volunteer, serving on a number of sport councils and committees, and as the athlete representative for the national team, and as the team leader for the Canadian freestyle ski team at the 1998 Olympics in Nagano. When he retired from the competitive world of skiing, he turned his attention to a sport he had enjoyed for many years during the off-season, earning his golf course management and CPGA certification. Currently serving as the general manager of the Kelowna Golf and Country Club, he now spends his winter months passing on his love of skiing to his children and spending time with his family, who gave him his start and encouraged him all throughout his successful skiing career.